Hi everybody, Brianne here. So by now you've read some of the stories and seen some of the videos of the other coaches that are in this group with us this week that you can kind of learn from. So I thought I would take a few minutes and tell you my story and how I got involved with Beachbody. The last video that I made was in April of 2014 telling my story, so it's been about 3 months and I had to make a new video. There's been a lot that's changed in my business, which is a great thing, and I want you guys to be able to see that there's so much that's possible for you. So I hope that you come into all of this with an open mind. So a bit about me. I am a wife and a mom of 2 little girls, and I live in a small town in northwestern Connecticut. We moved here about 3 years ago, so I'm not a native of Connecticut. I signed up as a coach early last year. It was the very end of January of 2013, and I actually signed up just to get the discount on Shakeology, like so many people do. And then I realized what the business could do for me. So I signed up, like I said, the end of January 2013, and I was drinking my Shakeology. We were enjoying the discount for a month or so, and I had taken our younger daughter, who was a little over a year old at the time, to her GI specialist. She had some very, very severe GI issues as a young infant. They started when she was about 5 or 6 months old. And at that point, this was 6 or 7 months into some pretty intense testing. She'd been tested for some pretty scary stuff, and there was a lot of inconclusive results and just pretty scary stuff. As a mom, and to see your baby like that is a little scary. So that's not really important. But the point is that I had Shakeology packets with me at the doctor's office, and I had been talking to him about it. And I said, nothing seems to be working. We've tried probiotics, we've tried all these other things, and nothing seems to be working for her. I've been drinking this shake for a few months. Can I give it to her? And he looked at the packets of my chocolate Shakeology, and he said, give it to her. This sounds like exactly what she needs. And we did. We gave her, she was tiny. She was a teeny tiny little thing. We gave her about a quarter of a full Shakeology serving every day for 30 days. And within 2 weeks, her GI tract was normal. Any issues she had, we started seeing them totally fade away. And at her checkup, he couldn't even believe it was the same child. And it was that moment, that was like my aha moment. I just knew that there was something special with this company, that I had to share it with people. I noticed that I was feeling better. My skin was clearer. I had more energy without so many cups of coffee in a day. My husband swapped out 1 meal a day for Shakeology and lost 40 pounds. He's down right now. Within about 4 or 5 months, he lost that weight. So that's exciting. So after we noticed this change with my daughter, I came home and I started looking around in our online office, and I started watching our training videos and seeing success stories from our coaches, more seasoned coaches that had been around, and to see what was possible, what these coaches were able to create, was just something that was simply amazing. And I just knew that this was probably the opportunity that I had been searching for. I wanted to contribute to our income from home. I had been a 6-figure earner before I left my job to be home with our girls, and I wanted to do something to feel like I was contributing. And I realized that this business was going to do that for me. Beachbody was going to be able to afford me a 6-figure income. that I could use to support my family and have my husband home more. He has worked 50, 60, 70-hour work weeks for the last 10 years, and it's just not something that we want. Those weeks never slow down, and we want to be able to enjoy this time with our girls and enjoy vacations and, family trips and weekends and making memories. And a 70-hour work week isn't going to provide those kind of memories, and it's just not what we want for our lifestyle. So I jumped all into the coaching opportunity with both feet, and I went through the training videos, and my business grew. I just shared the products. I used the products. I loved them, and I shared them with people, and that's how my business grew. And I want you guys to know that anything is possible. Whatever your goals are, they're achievable. I set some really, really big goals for myself when I first started. First my goal was to make enough to pay for my Shakeology. Then it was enough to pay for both of our orders of Shakeology. Then I was making enough in a week to cover that, to cover those monthly shipments. And my goals grew from there. And this was the reason I had to make a new video. I've missed a lot of goals in the last year and a half. I will tell you guys that. I'm not somebody who has done this business flawlessly. I have made plenty of mistakes. I have failed many, many times. And that's why I want to help everybody just be successful with this, because it's possible. So I have hit 2 financial goals that I had from the very beginning, 2 weeks in a row. Last week, I was able to pay our mortgage payment with 1 weekly paycheck from Beachbody. And that was a really big goal for me, to have my husband come home and be able to tell him I paid our mortgage with my paycheck this week. Was a huge goal of mine. Just to let him know that, he's got someone here that can do this with him. He doesn't have to pick up overtime and break himself working 1,000,000 hours a week anymore. And this past week, my paycheck matched his. So our weekly paychecks were within $50 of each other for his full-time job, and my weekly check with Beachbody were within $35 of each other, actually. So I want to tell you guys that anything is possible, anything that you want to achieve. If your goal is to make $100 a month to cover your Shakeology, you can do it. If your goal is to make $1,000 a week so you can quit your job and be home, you can do it. Anything is possible, I promise you. So just come into this with an open mind, ask questions. We're here. We want to help you. We want to hear from you. And we hope that, the next round that we do of this, you'll be one of the coaches on the video sharing your story with us. So I look forward to getting to know you, and have a wonderful night.